Hey Sumit, great to see you work on this lesson. I wanted to give you a few general tips here. I noticed your index finger is moving off the fretboard, especially. I think all the other fingers are too. It's the index finger. I think you would be benefiting a lot from keeping that closer to the fretboard. It will help you improve in the long run. Uh, what I'd suggest would be to roll back even to something like 70 BPM, or even in a way you can, in my opinion, you can do this without the metronome, but please do use the metronome as well as much as possible. But as you sit down, okay, I started to notice, if you notice your finger is floating up. Okay, maybe I need to focus on that a bit. And at the point where it starts floating off, I'm gonna be focusing a bit. So guitar is just as much about the mind and the focus, the thinking. Do as much thinking as you do playing. Is roughly something I'd maybe say. Um, and or analyzing, put it that way, as much as you play, analyzing your own playing as well. You could do like something like 70 BPM, which will feel very, very slow. I'm not even sure I can do it, and then just play eighth notes. I probably can do it, like so 1 and 2 and 3. And this is about keeping your finger close to the fretboard so not to fly off. And I would work from that for a bit. You can even alter the lesson a bit. So I know Muris plays 16th notes. Is it 120, 130? I can't remember. And alter the lesson a bit while you work on this. So do these patterns with triplets. Stay with 70 BPMs, for instance, at first. 3, 4. Just kind of to work on your fingers a bit. And they're not flying off in a great way. And I think this actually ties into my second point, that Muris is not playing this with, I think, as much of a staccato feel as it sounded like you were doing. And I think part of this is because of the finger movement. You're not trying to do that kind of thing. That's not sort of the thing you're trying to do, but so you don't need that much finger movement, especially for something like this. I think that would benefit you a whole lot, both in the staccato feel going forwards. I think your tone can actually take just a bit more either drive or gain. So either a drive in front of it or some gain too, because if I turn down, let's see if I can. If I turn down something closer to maybe your tone. Whereas Muris, while not like an overly distorted player, he does have some. So input gain up on your interface maybe, and so that's the thing. And I think that would eliminate any of the staccato feel you have. I forgot if I said this already, but try and keep your fingers as close that it's practically muting the string. It's not saying you should always have it like that, but you sort of practice like that. See where your index finger. Just making sure it doesn't fly off, as we're not doing like big hammer-on pull-off thing. It's not like that kind of thing. like that kind of sucks. But I don't know if this makes sense, but I'd try that out a bit and then work your way up from that speed. You don't have to spend your entire practice session rolling back to the point where you feel, oh, I'm not getting anywhere with the lesson, because you've already worked your speed up to 90 BPM. But if you put in 5 minutes each practice session, trying to mentally focus on that aspect. Then I think, oh, my phone's ringing. Then I think you're gonna improve rapidly after that, and it's gonna tie into your playing. Anyway, quick tips here.